Smack. Welcome to Super Smack.
Welcome to Super Smack.
The rugby podcast from the fans, for the fans. The podcast, I just called it.
Podcast.
The podcast.
What does that mean?
I don't know, man.
Pod in the mud.
Yeah.
Pud and pud.
It's a muddy podcast.
Get your podcast out.
Yeah, mate. Oh, what does that mean?
Oh, I don't know. Cast your pud into the fire.
Suck is part of me.
Dug is part of you. Pud.
Dug is pud.
Imagine going up to someone and going, hey, you want to see my pud?
Oh, come on.
No,
mate.
well, actually, it would be pud, wouldn't it? Like, you know, your steam pud or something.
Steam pud.
You ever seen that Auntie Donna sketch where they say they've had too much pud? You ever seen that?
Yes.
They're eating
What?
like, it's like, oh, I've had too much pud. Like they just had too much Christmas
What
pud.
are you on about?
It's so good, mate. Anyway,
Hey,
welcome.
We had a lovely week of rugby.
We had a lovely week.
And a few things snuck up on me. Anyway, I don't know about you,
Oh,
Gareth.
Jesus.
You're usually onto these things a little bit more, but you had
You're
to
in your own
remind
world,
me. You had to remind me that the bloody NPC started this week.
To remind
Holy
you.
shit!
Oh,
Well,
no.
I mean, rugby doesn't sleep. Like I
No,
thought,
you're
I thought
right.
here we're going to have another lackadaisy bloody week, just reporting on
Just
maybe
riffing around about fuck all.
riffing around one game and maybe some sort of Legends game, and then a couple of, and then also the old All Black selection snuck up on me as well.
Mate,
I didn't think that was till
sometimes-
next
I
week.
think sometimes when you're busy, I found that it snuck up on me a bit too. I went, oh yeah, of course it is. It's always been that, but it never sleeps. You are right.
It never sleeps.
Rugby, it seems you go straight into tests from Super, and then you're into NPC, obviously, before half the tests are even played.
Yeah.
And then that goes on for a fair bloody whack. And then you know, it's like they get 4 weeks off from the Northern Tour till Super Rugby is the only time rugby's not actually played.
And it's
in a
bloody
year.
awesome. You know, like I
Pretty much.
turning on the NPC, I was like, I think this may be like my favourite competition out of New Zealand rugby.
Well, mate, it's pretty much the greatest rugby competition on
It
earth.
is,
it not?
'cause it's
Apart
got-
from Super Rugby, which we love,
No,
and
yeah,
is the
I know. I do
namesake
love
of our
Super. I do love
podcast.
Super Rugby, and it gets me going every time. I'm always so invested in the Chiefs. You know, I'm
Like
invested in Super
aroused
Rugby.
and stuff.
Totally aroused,
Yeah.
fully aroused, full
Okay.
full arousal.
Thank
But
you.
then you find all the history and all like the
Yeah.
to do with the NPC. You've got things like the Ranfurly Shield, which I just love.
Yeah.
And you've got all these little derbies, and then, like I was saying to you before, you have a beautiful mix of, the people that have gone on to All Blacks duty go on to do that, obviously, and some of them get put back into their NPC side so that they stay match fit for that All Blacks environment. So you get a few of those people that were exciting. A few people that missed out on the All Blacks but had really good Super Rugby seasons. They're always in these teams.
Yeah, mate.
And we've been following these players for 3 or 4 months now. We know them very intimately. We know, and they come, not that intimately, but they come into these teams.
You wish.
And then you've got these
In your dreams.
They're alongside these journeymen. These people
Yeah.
that look like they've come off a building site, or they've been
Sam Gilbert.
buried in the sand in Scotland for 5 years, and all of a sudden they appear. You've got the likes of these legends of the game that come
Yeah.
back. You've got
is
Waikato
great.
fielding 2 All Black first fives.
Yeah. Now, can I ask a question about that specifically that's been
Yes.
going around in my mind watching the rugby this weekend? And, I mean, Aaron Cruden is back and was playing last year. Lima Sopawanga, I started to go, why? Like, what just if you're him, what you've been playing overseas, you've been earning money, why does he come back? Has he got, how much is he being paid, do you reckon?
Well, enough. I mean, it's still a full-time job.
Must be, right?
Yeah,
But it
yeah,
must
yeah.
have been a huge cut from where he was and what he was earning. Like, it's just funny because, I mean, I bet you he loves the NPC just as much as you do, mate. That's probably half the reason
Mate,
why he's back. But
where was
I'm
Lima?
interested.
Where was he, in Japan? Or was he in Europe?
I think he was in Europe, wasn't he?
Yeah. So maybe, I reckon what's probably happened is he hasn't got a contract.
And he's had to come back.
He's had to come back.
It sort of must be a little bit because surely, unless he's got family commitments. I mean, there has to be something around that, because as much as the NPC is amazing,
when was the
it's not
last time?
that amazing.
When was the last time he donned an All Black jersey? When did he take off over to Europe?
Oh,
it
was
would
a
be at
long
least
time ago.
5 years ago, right?
Oh, at least. At least.
So, I mean, that's about how
Before
much
that.
time, unless you're Nick Evans and you leave in your prime or even pre your prime for him. No, he played for the Harlequin. He played over 100 games for the Harlequins, I think. He's like a Harlequin hero. But Lima, he definitely left at the sunset of his career. So, I mean, he's not in the greatest, Nick.
No, but is he trying to... Would he make a play? Would he make a play to come back? Is that what this is?
Absolutely not, mate. No way.
Come on, mate.
But you
Why
know
not?
what? He's
Why
still
not?
got a
Why
little
don't
bit
we
of
call
flair.
it?
He's still like he has a little post-try celebration. There's ice in his veins, but he won the game for Waikato against Auckland,
Yes,
and that was,
yes,
that
he
was
did.
pretty cool. Like
Yes,
I don't know, it was fun to watch. You know,
And
that's
you
what
don't
I mean.
believe he's got a little something still in him, mate.
He does,
He's got a
but
little-
at NPC, that's what I mean, mate. It makes NPC rugby really fucking fun to watch.
Yeah.
Because you've got present All Blacks, you've got all these old boys coming back trying to prove themselves against these young bucks, and then you've got these people that are floating around. And you know what you've also got is you've got these players that missed out on an All Blacks call up, and they. Like, you know, you never know what's going to happen. Like, there is a raft of injuries within the All Blacks camp at the moment. So, you never know who's
Exactly.
going to pick up a wee injury.
Exactly,
So
mate.
you
This is
gotta
what I'm
keep
saying.
yourself going.
Keep yourself in contention
Keep
for the
yourself
All Blacks.
there. You know,
Lima
we're-
Sopawanga World Cup 2020.
No. I'm talking more like
Backwards kick over the head.
The Josh Jacobs of the world, the Brett Camerons of the world.
Jacob.
You know what? But what happens if Bodie and D-Mac go down in Argentina? Something like that happens, you know?
Well, you know.
Who are you calling
They'll
up?
never both go, mate. They're too
I know.
precious.
What if one of them goes?
Well, one of them has already sort of partly gone.
Yeah, but we all know.
from wanking on the golf course.
Yeah. He's
and,
doubled down.
Mate, the NPC is very exciting. There were some exciting games. It was an exciting weekend because you had the end of the Lions tour.
Yeah, and what an end.
Which was a banger. And then you had the start of the NPC. So everyone, I mean, there was a lot of rugby on. And some great results, obviously, in the NPC for your team, especially.
Oh, mate.
Mine
Yeah,
didn't do so well. We got
that's the thing.
smashed.
No, you did. You actually got fucking smashed. The
Well, in
defending
the end, we
champions.
did. It was actually very tight for a while, but then it all fell apart. The wheels
Well, it was
kind of
7
came
all
off
at
a bit
half
there.
time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then
So-
you got fucking creamed. You got taken to the cleaners, mate.
Yeah,
You got down-trailed.
Canterbury had some great defence and then turned on the afterburners at the end, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, Jesus Christ.
And
Here
the
we
Bay,
go.
mate. Bay have plenty. I mean, it is really nice to be, it is great. And I'll always be a Chiefs supporter. But,
Good on you, mate.
It is definitely a Waikato-dominated, in terms of where
Well,
they're
of course,
based.
it's a feeder club.
I know,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I just love being a BOP purist,
You just love being from the Bay, mate. There's nothing wrong
do.
with it. It's your home. Why
and
why
it's
wouldn't
lovely.
you love it?
makes
I love being from Upper Hutt.
And but I mean, when you've got pictures of Mowo in the background of the shot, and it's just that players are running out of the same tunnel that I used to run out of in my JMC rugby years.
Yeah, mate.
Literally,
That's
they're
right, you're
on
like-
the same concrete. They're sprigs. You can hear them like crunching on the concrete as they're running
The
out.
nostalgia.
Oh, mate,
do you,
I've
do
run
you
out of
shed
that
a,
tunnel.
Do you shed a tear or two sometimes and go, I wish it was me?
It's very
wish it was
stirring,
me.
mate. It is incredibly
Yeah.
stirring.
Yeah. It is stirring. It's wonderful to see them. And it's great because they pack out the stadiums, right?
Yeah.
Whereas poor Eden Park, God, mate, is she struggling to get...
Well, she was struggling to get Blues supporters
She's
in there, let
struggling to
alone
get
Auckland
blue.
supporters.
Exactly. You just kind of go, my God.
But
like,
you know what I like,
it's a
mate?
little sad there. Yeah.
I mean,
A
the
rim
Wellington
job?
game.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
wouldn't say no. But the Wellington game was played in Porirua because, like you say,
Jerry
if,
Collins Stadium.
Yeah,
They often play there.
If you
Yeah.
played at the Cape Town, and I'm sure they'll have a couple of games at the Cape Town, right? You're
Oh,
not going to
definitely.
fill
Probably
out the
the
Cape
bulk
Town,
of them.
mate. You're not going to fill out anything but maybe a final game or
Wellington
a semi.
fans are just as poor in their form turnout as Auckland fans are, for sure.
You chuck it into poddy at all, mate, and they turn up and they're loving it.
And maybe that's the benefit, and maybe we just need to be realistic and go, you're never going to get that many fans along until you get into the business end of a super season or the test rugby. It's just the way we are as supporters. We're always a little bit flippant in New Zealand. We're a little bit can't be bothered until it matters. But
there was one place where things went a little bit crazy on the crowd front, though. And it would be a game that you've probably ignored because you don't really like things down south. You're not really an Otago.
No, I saw Stag Day, mate.
Stag Day.
Yeah.
10,000 people turned out to that game. I didn't even know that was the population of Invercargill.
Mate, that's not so much for the rugby as for the drinking.
Oh, no doubt.
I mean, come on. Like, if you had a sober rugby game, half of those people would have stayed at home because they are there. They are there to do what people who live that far south of the equator do, is just to get absolutely fucked up, to sink piss, and to wear overalls for some reason. I guess because half of them are coming from work, aren't they?
What are they wearing overalls? I saw more Southland jerseys than any other game, like any other supporters.
That makes sense. It was in Invercargill. That makes sense.
But there were so many. Like, I don't know. I don't know that. I didn't know that they'd actually made that many.
They're
Southland
proud.
jerseys.
They do love their rugby down there. I guess they love the booze as well. But nothing like a sunny winter's day, opening of the NPC. Maybe a glint in their eye that Southland could actually do something good, which is obviously a complete falsehood.
And you know what I saw over the weekend as well, mate. I'm lucky enough to have a little subscription to a rugby.
Pornhub.
No, not Pornhub. Well, I don't think they stream the rugby on Pornhub. I haven't checked. Maybe I should check that out. Actually,
could be a business opportunity.
I'll do some research tonight. But no, they actually play all the NPC games over here, which is great. So I got to watch them all. Yeah, I can watch it. I can watch New Zealand NPC easier over here than I can the Lions.
What?
Yeah,
that's weird, man.
And I did notice that. It was a very sunny weekend in New Zealand. A lot of beautiful days out there.
There was a high over the country, mate.
Yeah,
and
very nice. Everyone was in good mood.
Basking in it. People were basking in it, and it was great. There was some great results. I think people are really buying into the NPC and the Super Rugby a little bit more at the moment, which it feels like it has a little bit of a buzz back about it, which is great.
Yeah.
Hello.
What do you think about this Tasman team?
Well, on paper, they had a fantastic backline, especially, right?
Holy shit!
And
they are stacked.
And then they just didn't really. Well, they just didn't really get the ball, did they? They got stifled by.
They had a lot of the ball. Bay of Plenty defended amazingly well, but I also think maybe
quality.
They just dropped the ball a little bit. I think it's a bit of a case of all the gear, no idea. It's like your mate that rocks up to golf and he's got like the Titleist stuff. He's got your tailor-made driver, but all he's doing is digging for worms, running the ball along the grass.
Oh Jesus! You got the kit, but there ain't no clip.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Would you be a bit like that?
What, like Tasman?
No. Well, there must be some sort of. There must be some sort of thing that you do, some sort of hobby you have where you've got a lot of the good gear, mate, but you don't.
Podcasting. Mate, I just do this rugby podcast with my mate. We've got a few fancy mics and a couple of cameras and things.
Did you know you can spend like $300 on a podcast kit? And you can just do it from your home.
Nah, mate, I'm not Dan Musgrove. I don't dress like Roger Federer and think it makes me play tennis better. What do I actually have a lot of the gear of?
Mate, I'm pretty guilty of this. Like I'll do a full, like I'll get a tennis bag, 2 rackets.
But
I'll get all the best balls.
You do enjoy the outlay. I've never really.
I'll get an outfit. I won't just get like a tennis hat, shirt and shorts. I'd get like the shoes, and the shorts will match the shoes with the right sock. Yeah. And I'll make sure that I've got a couple of combinations of shirt and hat just in case I need to play 2 games in a row.
And what? And
like if I'm playing 2 days, I don't want to have to put a wash on just so that I can play tennis tomorrow, you know?
And how's that gone for you?
It's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel confident. It fills me with confidence every time. But that didn't work for Tasman because let's go down their back line. So, who did they have they had didn't have Preston.
They got Drummond at half.
Drummond at half.
Well, who's nothing to write home about. Let's be honest,
mate. I mean, he's an ex-Crusader. He's won a few titles.
Come on,
you know,
Drummond.
He's experienced. You've got William Havili. You've got David Havili.
Yes.
Who, I mean, very clearly, we all know was unlucky not to be in a black jersey this year. And then you've got Tavatava Nawai. And then you've got who else was it? Tamoifalau?
Who else have they got? They've got Tamoifalau. They've got Macca
Springer. Yeah, Springer. Mate,
who's
they are full of
who's
names.
Oh no, Tamoifalau's at fullback. So was Tavatava Nawai on the other wing?
No, I think he was in the centres, wasn't he? Wasn't he playing centre?
What about, have they got Levi O'Moore? No.
No, who's O'Moore playing for? He's playing for Canterbury, isn't he?
No, he plays for the Crusaders, but
I know.
I thought he was
a
Markle.
Maybe you're right, mate. I think maybe you're right.
Yeah, mate.
Fucking hell. Yeah, so Tavatava Nawai must have been on the other wing. Anyway.
Levi O'Moore at 13.
Yeah.
Tavatava Nawai, Tamoifalau and Springer. Yeah.
Holy shit, man. What a backline.
Yeah. But, well, you guys owned them. And they had Blackadder in there. They got,
I know.
They got Quinton Strange.
Ethan Blackadder. Yeah. What a team.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Finley Christie.
No, he got rested because Roy Guy got injured.
That's
he
right.
Got scratched.
He got scratched. That's right. So actually, but he should have been starting. Jesus, that's I mean they're one of the top 4. You'd have to say. You'd have to say that the top teams are meant to be Wellington, Bay of Plenty, Taranaki, Tasman. Those are the key ones. I'd say.
Since when did Bay of Plenty earn the right to be? I mean, they made the final last year.
They had a fantastic season last year and got pipped. They got pipped in the final
by Duplessis Karifi.
Yeah.
Single-handedly,
we were missing him.
Yeah, Dupes.
Can
you do it without Dupes?
That's the question. Can Wellington do it without Dupes? They will miss him this season for sure. There's no doubt that his leadership is a huge part of that team's success because, especially they've had such consistency over the last few years. Yeah,
he's still got Julian Sarver there, who's he's running amok.
Got Brad Shields, mate, doing the Lord's work.
A couple of veterans in there.
Oh, there's great. Ruben Love was playing.
Yeah, he was. You won't have him for long though. He got gassed. Remember that? Yeah. He got absolutely. I didn't realise that Ruben Love wasn't as quick.
Well, I just think he. I don't know why he got gassed on that occasion. He got gassed by the Canterbury fullback. Oh, what's his name? And he's like 35 years old. He's like a veteran.
Mate, don't be calling a 35-year-old old.
Mate, in rugby, you know that.
Look in the mirror.
Chill out.
You're 46, mate.
What's
you just
wrong
need.
With me?
No, nothing. I'm just saying.
Fine, mate.
Those in glass houses should not throw age stones.
Should not throw Asians. Did you say?
No, age stones.
Oh. God, I just thought, fucking hell.
Who else had a good win?
Well, Taranaki did over Northland. The Bulls put away.
Oh, that was around. Yeah, and
yeah. I
mean, good to have a Ranfooty Shield match to start with, but poor old Northland.
Northland did not.
What do they need to do to not be an easy beat? Because they've been an easy beat for too long.
Well, probably just get some players, mate.
But they've got a lot of.
But when you look at those top 4 teams we just mentioned before, they're sort of languishing a little bit.
Yeah, we need some players up there in Northland. Why did Lima not go up to Northland? I guess he doesn't want to be based in Whangarei.
Why would Lima? Yeah, I mean, mate, the guy wants.
What, he wants to be in Hamilton?
No one really wants to, but at least it's a city, isn't it? At least he can go out to the clubs, the strips. He He
in
can go
Hamilton.
out, probably go to a lovely cafe and get a half decent eggs, Benny, with his wife or
mate,
whoever
come
he's
on,
got.
give Whangarei a little bit more. They're good.
Mate, no.
They're okay. There's one or two.
I've visited Whangarei a fair few amount of times, and it's lovely. They've got a lovely art museum. They've got a few little things, but it's not. I mean, if you're going to pick and choose. Also, I would say that union probably just doesn't have the money. That, I guess, going back to that Lima Sopawanga point. They don't have, surely they don't have the ability to attract him, even if it was actually like, no, I'll take a cut. I love Whangarei that much. You don't have to pay me. You don't have to pay me. I'll just come up there. And I'll work at the docks on the weekend, scraping the barnacles off those fishing boats.
Yeah, I bet you will. You'll be waiting for the shipping containers to come from South America.
He'll be scraping the barnacles off something, but it won't be a fishing boat. Tell you that.
You'll be getting the little
don't know what that
little packages from the bottom of the cargo
His
ship.
wife's got herpes.
Jesus, mate.
Where did
that come from?
You heard it here first on Super Smack. Mate, should we get into the biggest game of the weekend, though?
Oh, you mean the Lions game?
Yeah. What a fantastic and quite weird game of rugby that was.
Do we think the Lions had given up, or do you think that they were giving it their all in that game?
No, I think they were bloody tired is what it looked like. It looked like they were run ragged, and there's a few players there like a Torje and who else? Maybe not Sheehan, but was it Tyg Furlong? They'd played every single game on the tour.
Yeah.
And you could and they had won the series 2-1. So
do you think they got a bit pissed after the second test,
I wouldn't
right?
say, and I wouldn't say they got complacent because they knew that they had it. So that it's not like they needed to be complacent, but they just got a little bit like And the Aussies, of course, were angry as hell. Yeah. And it was the perfect mix, basically. A lot of things were going wrong for the Lions. A lot of things were going right for the Wallabies. Like some of those Wallabies, mate. Dylan Peach, Jesus.
Yeah.
Jorgensen. They stood
excited.
up. It was exciting.
I'm excited about these guys being good, and hopefully they can back it up. They've got a real tough start to the Rugby Championship. Going over to South Africa, playing a couple of games over there is ruthless.
Yeah, but thanks. Yeah, thankfully,
I think the Lions series has put them in good stead for that.
Yeah.
I think that's good preparation for that.
Thank God they won the last one, because I remember Michael Hooper saying once in an interview how difficult it is to try and win the next game when you're coming off a loss. Why the All Blacks and South Africa and teams like that are so great because of their winning record is that winning just makes it easier to win.
Totally.
So they'll be going to South Africa with all that confidence of kind of feeling like they're winners, even though they lost that series. They sort of won it in a way. They won it mentally.
If we go back to that second test...
Let's not dwell on it, mate. But
no, but I can see why. You can see how important that moment was when you see how dominant they were in that last game. Like, I don't think the Lions were even in it, and I just think, mate, it would have made for such a wonderful final game, and the Lions would have had to turn up a little bit more.
They would have, and then it really would have been. But then you could also say, then the Lions would have been playing for everything, and it would have been the third game would have been a different beast. It all would have changed. Of course, the dynamic was that the Aussies just gave it all, and you had the factor of like the rain. Like, I've never seen it. I was watching Sky.
Yeah, I call bullshit on this.
What?
What
you think it's fake?
No. The rain is
mate,
great.
The rain was some of the heaviest I'd seen on a televised rugby match. It was crazy. I was like, fucking hell, it is pissing down.
But that's good. I mean, that's kind of cool.
Oh, it's great. But it made it chaotic and brilliant,
Yeah. And I mean, you go back and you see some of these, like, you look at some old games where, like, we've had some rain in the past.
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah.
And there's
for
been
sure.
some drainage issues in
I
some
mean, clearly the
grounds and
parks
stuff.
back in the 90s were not
Yeah.
well, drained, for sure. I remember Athletic Park and things bogging into an absolute mudslide, during All Blacks matches.
What I want to know is, when was the last time someone on a rugby field was struck by lightning? Why the fuck why are we going off for half an hour?
It's not. There's no precedent set, is there?
What? Who's going? Yeah,
Did Gary Wetton? Gary Wetton got struck by lightning back in 1981.
Lost his left big toe.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I was going, hang on. What is the actual human threat to lightning on a field? Because, when you're in, doing our business, right, with a film crew, you're out with big, heavy machinery, electrics, metal things. They basically, if there's a lightning threat, you have to stop immediately because the chances are it's going to strike one of your tools, right? But what have the rugby players got except the shirt on their back and a bloody ball? What's the threat? And a huge
They've only just started
field.
caring. They've only just started caring about head injuries. What the fuck? And you really think lightning's going to do less damage than the full contact sport that you're playing right now?
You think
fucking lighten up, you dickheads. Stay out there and play. Mate. Get on with it.
The world's gone mad. They think that the lightning strike, they got the more chance of getting struck by lightning than getting knocked out cold by Will Skelton.
Yeah, exactly.
And the damage that would just get him to punch you square in the face.
They've got more chance.
Lightning ain't got shit on him.
They got more chance of the tour bus fucking getting hijacked and by fucking what's his name
South
from
Africa,
Speed,
it might.
Keanu Reeves, and then all of a sudden they can't go over 50 k's an hour on the freeway.
They've got more chance of meeting Keanu Reeves on a bus, just on a random day, and then finding a bomb on it.
And then
they do of being struck by lightning. I did think it was weird, and it was a 40-minute delay.
Yeah.
Was it not? And the coaches
minutes.
afterwards were saying that the players had basically seized up and then gone and just kind of almost switched off. It was quite a obviously both sides had to go through it. But what
do they do? What do they do when they come off? They just I know a few people will be going to the snack table.
What's his name? First Five on his phone. Yeah, just sitting there, just probably doodling, just texting on his phone. Because I can imagine up to after
the 15 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever it is at half time that you have. That's it'll be a very structured time, you'll be doing a certain thing, you'll be getting a bit of physio if you need, someone will be looking at your shoulder, strapping you up. You might need to have a little tactical chat to the coaches, or get together in a little huddle with the other outside backs and sort of talk about some tactics. But yeah, when you got 40 minutes off, you might as well fire up the Wii. Do some bowling.
And have a game of tennis and some bowling. Mate, they should bring PlayStations and it's in a huge case that says, in the event of lightning.
Yeah. Or you do that thing that you have at...
It just has a lightning symbol on the front of the Pelican case.
Or the thing that you do when you're at primary school and it's raining. On a Friday at school when you have movie day, someone brings in a TV with a built-in VCR on one of those one of those trolleys,
and you watch Care
and
Bears.
You watch the Indian in the cupboard or something like that, or
the
Forrest
Indian
Gump.
in the cupboard. You can't be saying that now.
Oh, that was the name of a movie. Sorry, that was the one that I watched. That was
was it just a sort of a red Indian?
No. It was about a young boy who had this cupboard, and he found the key to it at some sort of second-hand store.
It's kind of like Jumanji.
And he'd put his toys into the cupboard and lock them up, and then unlock it again, and they would come to life. So there'd be these little miniature toys.
Okay.
And so the first one he did it to was a First Nations toy, a little First Nations man, and he had a bow and arrow and a headdress and stuff. And then he started doing it with the white folk as well, with the army men, and then
white folk.
Yeah, the white folk. Well, they're actually probably green. They were camo.
Those white folk, eh? You can't trust them.
Wow, that's what history sort of tells us, doesn't it?
Well, it does. I mean, and that's just because everybody was white at some point, weren't they?
I think it's the other way around, Matt.
Anyone that mattered.
No, I think it's the other way around.
Is it?
Yeah.
So when did they become white?
When they went to the coldest parts of the world and like there was no sun.
So they were all black to start with, is what you're saying?
Well, I don't know that.
Yeah.
I think
Tell us, come on.
Well, I think everyone originates from Africa, right?
Yeah, but and that means they had to be black, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, you'd think so.
Definitely lot less white than what
Yeah. Show us your Botswana.
What? I don't know what that means.
Botswana.
Well, how did we get into this, man?
I don't know.
Anyway,
mate,
so they're off for 40 minutes.
Yeah, they're off 40
minutes.
In a bullshit lightning storm where lightning never even struck because, of course,
did it not even strike?
Mate, I think they must have seen some in the sky.
Strike?
Do you know who it was? It was this bloody Georgian ref who was just getting pedantic about everything, and he looks up. Do you think
there was a ref's call?
I reckon there might have been a ref's call. No. Who would be in charge of health and safety?
Well, there was some guy that came on in a dryzerbone. He had a big, long dryzerbone on.
Yeah.
He was as Aussie as they fucking come.
Dryzerbone.
All right, mates. I think we got to get off. We got to get off.
Mate, it's either like I reckon he was holding some serious trauma. I reckon he'd seen something in his past with a lightning storm, kind of like the young Helen Hunt in Twister, where his father or something was taken by the lightning or struck by the lightning, and he saw it up in the sky and it triggered him, and he said, I got to get these boys off the paddock. You got to shut this whole place down. Shut it down. In his dryzerbone. And anyway, we had to wait 40 bloody minutes. I was trying desperately to stay awake at that point of the evening.
Yeah, well, it gets to that, doesn't it?
But mate, it was an exciting bloody game. It really was. It was really, really good. The Wallabies played extremely well. One of the funniest things though for me was that I didn't realise the Lions hadn't done their trophy celebrations after the second game.
Yeah. Which is kind of weird. Usually
when you've won it and you have the ability to win it, they have the trophy there at any point, right? So that after the second game, when they'd won the series, they should have celebrated because, mate, the celebrations were completely and utterly muted and washed out. Aussie win, everyone's happy. It's like Australia have won the series, and then the Lions lift the cup down on the field, and it's congratulations.
Strange.
Yeah, really weird. Like a bit weird for them because it gave it a real sense of, it just sort of took the wind out of their sails a little bit, I would say.
Yeah, and we've had a history of that, things just not really being that well organised. I feel every time I think of the Lions, I just think about that 2017 New Zealand tour where they had that fucking draw.
Oh, mate.
That was so bad.
Yeah. How it was even allowed to be a draw?
Ridiculous.
Like how? Yeah. Stupid.
Anyway, Lions tour's over. So how long have we got to wait for another one of those?
The next one is in New Zealand in 2029, isn't it?
You got to wait 4 years.
Yeah, mate. They don't come around often. Yeah.
Some people have played in 3 of them, right?
Yeah. Who were the big veterans of this one? I think Owen Farrell has definitely played in 2.
Did he get some game time? And he got some
game
game
time
time in the
time.
midweekers. Yeah.
And he was going, mate, one of the other things, he was going off at Joseph Suoliti about something. He was like absolutely having a go at him on the field, sort of just yelling at him. And really, I mean, I couldn't quite make out what he was saying, but I assumed he was just jealous.
Yeah,
I assumed
probably.
he's realised, he's looked at Joseph Suoliti up and down and he's gone, 1, God, you're handsome, you're a fine specimen of a man.
Yeah.
2, you're fucking better at anything that I've ever done. You're just a better rugby player. I'm shit.
I didn't realise he was from up north.
Yeah, mate, he's from up north.
Is he
Owen
Yorkshire?
Farrell.
Owen Farrell.
And then he's just gone, I'm tired and I want to go home and fuck me missus and eat a bagel. Not necessarily
Have a
in that
kebab.
order. have a kebab. I want to get one of those kebabs down the water. Fuck my missus with it. I mean...
Jesus, mate.
Oh, sorry,
What is wrong with you today? What's in the water?
Oh, mate, I've had some gin. No, I haven't. I haven't. I'm actually sober as the days. I should be drinking.
There was
Yeah.
Will Skelton had a bit of biff.
Yeah.
About a quarter of the way through the game, I noticed.
Yeah. There was a perfect amount of niggle in that game, actually. Do you know when you watch... Niggle?
Yeah.
Do you know when you watch a game and you're on the edge of your seat and you're kind of like excited and you kind of get that tingly feeling because there's just the perfect amount of niggle? Some games don't have enough. Some games just get too messy. This one, just every little break, like every fourth or fifth breakdown, there was just a great little bit of niggle, and it got me titillated. And I was on the edge of my seat going, who's going to throw a... Because, you can't throw a punch now. Who's going to throw a half punch at someone?
There's some great little tactics for this biff as well. And we saw it in the Super Rugby season once, and Will Skelton did it again. Hooking your finger into someone's headgear.
Yes!
Giving it a little tug is such an annoying fucking thing to do.
It's like something you do to your sister or whatever, just to annoy her, on the couch.
Does your sister wear headgear, mate? Does your sister wear headgear?
Well, yeah, I mean, there was the retardation meant that she couldn't be without it. What are you... Oh, I'm serious.
Oh, okay. I was waiting for you to finish that sentence.
Franks and beans. No, but he just knows how to get... He would have been a terribly annoying big or little brother, Will Skelton. Yeah. He would have been a little shit as a kid. Absolute rat bag. But he knew how to get under their skin, for sure.
If you wanted to, give off your little bit of biff without any open or closed hand contact, because you can't do that, what would you go for?
What about knees?
Oh, you like a little horse, Charlie?
Yeah, like a little Charlie horse, like a coin, like a little dead leg.
Yeah, give them a little distraction up here.
That would actually be a high offence, wouldn't it? If you need someone in the thigh,
I think it's too hard to disguise. The thing with the little hook in the headgear is that it's kind of just like... It's like grabbing someone's shirt. It's the equivalent. Like, grabbing someone's shirt's okay. Like, it's these ones are always the tricky ones. I like that.
Do you know what I'd do? The one that I would love to do that is quite fun is you basically get them and you pull them toward you, pull their face in toward yours, almost like for a kiss, and they can't get away, and you rub your face up against them and just get all weird. I'd get all weird. Like, it wouldn't be hurting them, but I just want to freak them out. I'd freak them out so that they were sort of like, a little bit disturbed, trying to weasel away like a slippery little seal, and I just fucking hold on to them like that. And I go, yeah, come here, mate. No, come here. No, you can't go anywhere, are you? You're not fucking going anywhere, are you, mate? Like that, just see how long I can do that for.
A ref would give you the purple card.
Yeah. What, for bravery?
No.
Oh.
That's the purple heart. That's if you get injured.
The purple... Oh, hey, mate. No one's associated that colour with that kind of behaviour for a while.
Okay.
Chill out.
The rainbow card.
No, well, I mean, it could be with a woman, a man, whatever they are. But just to annoy someone by sort of getting them close to you,
Yeah, get it right in their personal space.
Yeah, like right
and
up
all you
in
want
there.
is to get away. And you can't get away. It's just a little bit, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, and they can smell you, They're taking in your scent.
Well, I mean, Lions series is over.
The Lions series is over.
It was over. It was over last week. Nice for the Aussies to get a little consolation there. And
it must really annoy the Lions, and I think this is what's sort of got me smiling over the last couple of days, is that, yes, the Lions won the series 2-1 on paper.
Yeah.
But, mate, in the psyche of everybody watching, somehow it sort of feels like the Australians actually won the series. And there's a lot of talk even going around that they pretty much did. And that's got to mess with the Lions. Like, it sort of just dilutes the whole thing a bit.
Yeah, but mate, I think that's our media and that's Australia's media that is projecting that.
Yes, mate.
I think if you...
The best media.
If you
not
read...
those fucking pommies.
Mate, if you read anything from the Northern Hemisphere, it's pretty much a whitewash. It was over before the last test. They will not be using that same narrative.
So therefore, are they delusional? Like, is the Northern Hemisphere rugby and the commentators delusional? Because that Lions team, which on paper are supposed to be something pretty exceptional, as we've been told time and time again, basically lost to a team that they were so disrespectful to that they wondered why they were even touring the country. I mean, what happened there? Like, what kind of pedestal do these people hold themselves on that makes them think that A, they were going to get a whitewash, and B, that they kind of walked away with one? I mean, those two things are absolutely ridiculous. Like, they absolutely didn't. They nearly lost.
Yeah.
You know?
I guess...
I mean,
I don't know.
I think they're mud, mate. I think the Lions are rubbish. I think they, for all the talented players they got in the team, they didn't do shit. They nearly lost to a bunch of bloody provincial teams.
Yeah. Well, they won all but one, right?
Well, they won them all.
Yeah, but they won all but one game in the whole tour.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, it just wasn't. It just lacked a little bit for me, considering the talk that had been before the tour. I was expecting, you know, a display of absolute perfect scintillating rugby, but it was neither here nor there. It was very lackluster. And I challenged them to come down to New Zealand in 2029 and get their asses absolutely spanked. Thanks very much.
Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to absolutely cream them next time.
If you unleashed all the All Blacks or South Africa on that Lions team right now, they would have got dicked.
You think so?
Double dicked.
Double dicked.
Like, yep, doubly penetrated and sent home with a sore ass. That is 100% what would have happened, because I wasn't convinced. I wasn't convinced by Jamison Gibson Park and folks being claimed as the best in the world in their position. I mean, give me a fucking break. Come on.
Hey, speaking of All Blacks...
Sorry, I've gone on a tirade.
No, it's okay. That's fine. Yeah. We had the naming of the championship team...
We did
this afternoon.
Yes, let's
and
quickly
that's
cover
why
that.
we have actually. I don't know whether you guys as listeners will be noticing this, but we are a smidgen late on this week's podcast because we wanted to wait for this All Blacks team, and you know I feel like we've had some injuries that have obviously popped in. The latest one of note and of the biggest concern, I think, is probably the Cam Roigard injury, which was a bit of a surprise to us all.
Hugely concerning.
A little bit of a fracture which was a stress fracture in his foot, which, you know.
News.
What's the news?
Cam Roigard's broken
mate,
his
you
foot.
can't. What are you doing? I was mid flow with this headline, and you've put just absolutely.
I'm sorry. That's terrible etiquette. Terrible.
You just
pod
put
etiquette.
a fucking sting in the middle of it, mate.
Yeah. Well, yeah, mate.
Anyway,
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. You were boring me.
Okay. Well, poor old Cam. He's got a little bit of crack in his foot.
Yeah.
Sorry, and mate. That's okay. Just don't do it again.
I love you.
Which means that someone's going to have to put their hand up for this Argentinian series, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think at the moment the consensus is that, I mean, obviously Ratima's going to put his hand up as the incumbent.
Yeah, but you've also got an injured Noah Hotham.
You do, and I was excited about what he was going to do, almost more actually than Ratima in some ways. I've been a big fan of Hotham lately. I love the way he plays. I love the way he snipes around the ruck. But I think it's Big Red that is going to get he is going to get another shot yet again at the ABs.
Slowpoke Finn Christie.
Old Finlay Christie. He is, well, he's basically back in the All Blacks, depending on what happens with these other two.
And the writing was on the wall, really, when he got scratched from that Tasman They have plenty.
Well,
matches in it.
100%. And we do, like I was saying to you earlier, we do have to remember he has played in a World Cup final. You know, in 2023, he was there. He was our first pick. You know, weirdly, Roygaard wasn't picked for that final, and that's been a bone of contention, I think, for quite a long time afterwards. But he's played in pressure situations. I wonder how he's going to go. Like this, it's these kind of moments. I got to say, I love them in rugby. I love these moments where, completely out of a player's control, things happen to extremes which see them get another chance. Like, it's another opportunity for this guy to get back in there.
Yeah, because he wasn't really talked about at all.
Mate, I think fair to say if Hotham and Roygaard are fit, I don't think we wouldn't have heard from Christie for a long, long time in this All Black space, or maybe ever again. Like, I mean, that it's the roll of the dice, and it's always exciting. Terrible for Cam and Noah, but imagine if he just come out and what if he made it his jersey again? I mean, imagine that.
Oh, I mean, fair play to him, but I don't see how. There's only one aspect of his game that I haven't liked, and that's why he hasn't been selected. It's that slow. Yeah, he can't pass fast. He can't pass off the deck. Like it's always slow. It's always step pass. It's always an extra couple of beats of time. I mean,
he needs to come out and fire, and to be honest, he needs to kind of pick up a bit of what Roygaard was offering, which is sniping running. I mean, Roygaard's style now is he's making that 9 jersey his own because of how uniquely he plays, and I think does Christie come in and emulate that, or does he do his own thing? It's going to be interesting to see. But yeah, Big Red, the fire engine, back for one last rock around the block.
One last roll of the dice.
Who else were the big?
Well, hookers and props, not so surprising. You know, we know that Brodie McAllister, they've got their eye on him. I think from a scrummaging point of view, they like him. He obviously didn't have a great time with the line-out when he came on in that third test against France. But yeah, he's got a lot to prove. Omur obviously would have been there if he was available for selection, but he's obviously injured. Yeah. Props, Tyrell Lomax is still in there, but he won't be playing in Argentina. But yeah, no real surprises there, I don't think.
Nah.
George Bauer, I would have thought he'd be on the list for one of the sort of key men in the starting.
Well, he's in there, isn't he?
No, but he's in there as injury cover, so he's listed, which I think it will be for.
Well,
Lomax.
I guess he was always slightly on the outer, wasn't he?
Well, yeah, I just thought he'd played his way back in. He had a great season, I think, for the Crusaders. Yeah. Locks, no surprises there. Same four as we had for France, isn't it?
Paddy,
Scott, Fabian Holland, Tupou.
Yep, as it should be. And then you've got some, great people on the fringe too.
Well, you've got Peter Luckeye back, which is interesting.
Yeah. No, it's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who misses out for Luckeye to be in there?
I don't think anybody, because I think they're adding. I think everybody's been added in, right? I mean, Satiti's
back.
Satiti's back in there. You've kind of got your full complement. It's just that they've named a much bigger squad, right, this time than they did. And I think he only named 32 or 33, right?
And you've got a chief bolter in there too, Simon Parker.
Yeah. I mean, Leroy, between him and Leroy Carter, and I mean, the Chiefs have obviously done very, very well in the All Black stocks.
Well, Simon Parker is he's a bit of a surprise for me because I didn't, he's obviously a bigger guy. He's a big runner.
Great Super
he's
Rugby.
A big defender. Yeah, he was really good. But I think, he's definitely a bolter. Like, I don't think he would have
you're
been
absolutely
in the conversation.
right. Yeah. And I saw a fun stat that someone put up just earlier. He's only the third Simon to ever play for the All Blacks.
Culhane? And who else?
I don't know who the other one was. Yeah, the third Simon.
Well, I think there's only been one Artie.
Well, that's true, but that's funny. Simon's kind of a common
Definitely
name,
only
I
been one
suppose.
Duplessis.
Well, yeah, as of yet. Yeah. Do you reckon Duplessis Karifi would name his kid Duplessis Jr.?
Probably. He strikes me as that kind of fella.
Dupes Jr. DJR.
D squared.
D squared? Yes. I reckon if he was to come out with a fashion brand, it would be D squared. And just a big picture of his dick in a square.
I think if he had a personalised plate, it would be D plus C.
Equals...
No, lays in
Oh,
D
D plus C. That's good.
D plus
D
C.
plus C. You should actually put that out there, yeah. Duplicity Karifi's number plate should be D plus C.
I think
we should get that for him for Christmas.
Yeah, maybe the All Blacks can do that as a little welcome to the starting lineup once he makes the starting lineup.
Let's have a look, but if you haven't already, jump on plates.co.nz and let's just see if D plus C is available, and let's all pitch in, and get it for Dupes as a present. We should really say it to say congratulations for making the All Blacks, or whenever your birthday is.
Would you go do plus E or do plus C?
Do plus C. Do plus C. No, I think it has to be C, doesn't it?
Plus C.
Because do plus C, do plus E, do plus C. It's do plus C. Is it do or is it D plus C?
I think you can
just
only have
D.
6. It has to be D.
But I reckon it's just it's too clean. I think it's 3 symbols. It's just D, the letter D, plus.
You can't put a plus on a personalised plate.
Oh, yeah, of course you can't.
You can't put symbols, mate.
So D,
Sorry,
P...
someone's passing away over here.
There's probably been a shooting.
No, they don't have guns in America.
Oh, have they finally got rid of them?
Yeah. First fives, obviously, we've got nothing to report there, and we've already talked about the halfbacks. Midfielders still unchanged.
Still unchanged. I mean, they're heading in the right direction there.
And you know what we've got? Rico's in the outside backs.
Yes,
love it.
They've taken him out.
And interesting that Nutter was getting another run. He's getting another stab at it, which I mean, we've talked about this at length actually off the pod, where he's had a couple of stabs at it. He had one against France, and he had one in 2024, was it, or even 2023? I can't remember. One of the two. Where he just didn't quite click, and I know I could see it in his game, and he definitely talked about it after the game. He was shitting his pants. He was shitting bricks last against the French. So if we can have one game where he's not shitting himself and can actually step up, then
I think he has to. And as I said to you earlier, I think this is it. I think if he doesn't fire the next time he's given an opportunity, I say it's. For wingers like that, when you've got such competition, it's curtains after that a little bit.
But I don't know if he's going to get much of a run, mate.
I would be. If they're serious about having him in that squad, I'd be giving him a good run against the likes of Argentina. He's the kind of guy you want against them. Big open play runner. Run rings around them. His style of play, like that's, and it'll probably be dry. That's where they need to give Nuttawa the ball. That's where they got to see what he can do.
Sevu Reece is the same kind of player, though, right? In terms of that kind of same skill set.
Unfortunately, Sevu kind of provides what Nuttawa's got already.
Nuttawa's got a bit more height, I think, and probably he's probably got a bit more. I don't know whether Sevu Reece has probably got a bit more pace. I want to say I don't know whether that's true, but I feel like Nuttawa's like, especially at Super Rugby level, he's just got that ability to be unpredictable with the ball in hand. He's got that. He's got some sublime offloading skills. He can run with one.
I'd love to see it, mate. But you probably won't remember the name hugely. You remember the people like Reece, Jordan. There are people that just make an impact right from the start, and that's why they become legend. I feel like Nuttawa is maybe a victim of timing, which will mean he'll never just quite take off. That's my pick. It's got nothing to do with him. I think he's great, but he's sort of in a limbo grey area. I think in the All Blacks. Basically, you nailed it on the head in terms of him being like Reece, but. Reece is there, so what do you do? I think
you can take your pessimistic view and shove it up your ass, mate.
It's not pessimistic. I think
Nuttawa is a great man. He's a great player. He's a great chief, and he'll continue to have a piece of my heart.
Okay, but I'll counter.
I'm going to support him. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you just coming in and willy nilly throwing shade at him. I think give him another chance, and he'll prove it to you, mate.
All right. Before you start crying, I'm going to counter that with an actual
Is it about
pitch.
Narawa? Because we need to move on, mate.
It's an actual pitch. Instead of talking about him and what he's got to offer, because he probably won't, I think your man Leroy Carter is actually the guy to watch. And if anyone's got the ability to come on and have this amazing breakthrough performance, kind of like Satiti did when he got in the jersey, Leroy Carter strikes me as on the wing, maybe the next potential guy to do it. Like we said, he's a bit Corey Jane.
He's the next Corey Jane.
So let him. I feel it makes more sense in the winger lineups we have, right?
Did
Reece
you see,
is there.
Did you
We've
see
got
when he
another
sat
already.
David Havili on his ass? Or I don't think he knocked him over, but he fucking fended the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Like, this is like...
Are we saying...
This is the Crusaders captain, and like on the cusp of like another successful season within the All Black squad. And he just got fucking owned. Leroy Carter playing at centre, by the way.
Yes, I know he was. He was 13. Maybe we call it now and say Leroy Carter is going to cement. If they're keen on putting Jordan at fullback, maybe Leroy Carter comes in and cements a lovely place on the wing.
He's listed
like
as
Reece.
Injury cover, though, which worries me.
Just give him a chance.
He might not get in there.
Mate,
anyway,
all you need as a winger is a chance. All right, we're rabbiting on.
That's the team. And no real surprises. There's a couple of new names in there, but I mean, as like you say, a bigger squad, so there's always going to be a couple more names, and we've also got some. We've got a lot of injuries to tinker around with at the moment, so we'll see. I guess in the next couple of weeks how those. But we might get some people that are on the mend, or we might get some people that are out a little bit longer.
Well,
but
possibly.
I think I'm looking forward to the Argentinian test because we may, because of the injury side of things and because we want to be ready to go against South Africa, we might see some new faces in that team and some people that have got a bit of a point to prove.
I think so, mate. It's very exciting. I think it's a strong side. I really can't wait for the Rugby Championship. We're obviously going to be covering it all on the pod from the 17th of August, and hopefully we'll be getting along to the games as well. To take Super Smack to the crowd, so watch this space. But in the meantime, there's some great NPC that's going to be coming up over the next few weeks, which we will stay here to fill you in on as Wellington start their ascent toward yet another championship.
Good luck
title.
with that, mate. Good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with yours, mate, because you got to get past us. So we'll see you there. Hey, you better bust out your Bay Plenty shirt next time on the show. I'll get my Lions one out of storage.
I can't find it.
Oh,
all I've got is a scarf. No, I already did. I looked in my special things chest at Mum and Dad's.
Special things chest?
Yeah, I've got a chest full of special things.
That's what he calls his trousers. That's what Daddy calls his trousers.
All right, mate.
Okay.
Play this thing. Let's get out of here.
All right. Oh, mate, you've had enough, eh?
Wait, 58 minutes. You've been fucking rabbiting
on.
Super Smack.
Hooroo. Thanks for listening.
Hooroo. Tune in next week. See you soon.